think it's live. Yes, it is. Do 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 do. I couldn't get the timing right because it was like go live, and then it randomly did it. So, hey guys, welcome back. It is Tuesday, so it is To-Do List Tuesday, which, as you all know, the to-do list is forever long. Will probably never be finished, but we can still scratch something off here and there. Today I've actually already been up here working for like 2 hours mostly on Kuro Kenshin. I did a little bit of other stuff, but I have one more page that I want to do line art for Kuro Kenshin, and then I'm gonna go back and start adding in the black areas, like the black clothing, the hair, because that just gives it a little bit more dimension and makes me feel like it's closer to done, even when it's still got a couple hours to go. But I think we'll do that. Ew, we got some nice little eyebrow in my glasses. The grunk. So yeah, we're gonna do that for the most part, but I think once I do finish the line art for this page, I will reward myself by finishing the Duck Run level 2 board so we can start beta testing that, and because it's very red on my to-do list. So welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Elle is here, Kitty is here, Phoenix is here. It's starting to become a party, and it's very, very warm. It was warmer yesterday, but we just had a storm, so it's slowly cooling off. Willow, literally, baby girl. How long have you been up here with me? She squeaks for you guys who like it, but I apologize for those who don't, because I know sometimes it's just like, what are you doing? We've only been up here for those couple hours together, not a single squeak until I started talking. Typical dogs. I did say party, so she was like, woo. I don't know, but it is warm, and I think Phoenix and I had similar situations where, I don't know if it's where your computer is, Phoenix, or if it was just the room that you were in, but like, this is the hottest room in the house in the summer and the coldest room in the house in the winter. And I don't know why this placement does that, but I'm very strongly considering, since I'm gonna have to like move stuff out of this room to like do that wall over, moving my computer down to take over the dining room temporarily. So I can have the dogs can be outside and I can see them. B, because it's so much, it's like 10 degrees cooler and then it's like 20 degrees cooler in the basement, but I don't want to be in the basement because there's like no windows, so I've compromised, and sort of have my husband on board, because I told him it was temporary until Kuro Kenshin is done, or at least this summer. I have those two parameters for that, so I'm not gonna move anything until that first week of June that I have off, so gotta push through for the next few streams. But yeah, I think if we're gonna encourage any sort of productivity, we need to be able to like function and not just sweat while we're here. Maggie came in, and you guys are going off in the chat. I'm gonna make sure I didn't miss anything. But yes, we had everybody showing up. It's Tidy Up Tuesday. There you go. I need to do like dishes and stuff, but I think I'm just gonna do that after the stream, because why would I want to waste my stream time doing dishes? Not today. For Phoenix, it is cooler today, which being AC free is great. I'm glad it's cooler. I'm sad that you still don't have AC, because you're gonna need it. For Kitty, it's Tucked In Tuesday, tucked into her corner on the couch, not doing anything. Just chilling. Gotta recover from like the Monday, Tuesday. Blah. Right, Willow is just partying. It's absolutely for you, Phoenix. I don't know if maybe we'll just condition her whenever I say your name, she'll squeak, but we'll see. It is a tuckered out Tuesday for Elle as well. Work was rough. Oof. Well, feel free to, I was gonna say compose yourself. Not quite relax, recover. There's a better word out there. Writer brain? What is the better word? Maybe it is recover. Feel free to do whatever it is you need to do to take care of yourself during these to-do list sprints, because they're gonna be 40-minute sprints. That felt like 40-minute does feel better than 30 minutes, so I think that might just be the normal. At least we're trying to keep it the normal, but it'll be 40-minute sprints. I'll have my line art up here, and you guys can do whatever you will. And Maggie reminds us it is Zombie Survival Awareness Month. Less scrolling, more nature walks, unless that nature is surrounded by the Walking Dead. Then nature run. Phoenix would be hiding in the basement if they had one. Had to be in my basement, like being in cave-like environments. It's nice if you if I want to go get cozy, throw on like a show and get under blankets, because cold plus blanket is like best sleep ever. But in a day-to-day where I need to work, it's just dark enough where it's kind of sad. And for the amount of work that I have to do, I do need middle ground. Can we make it 39 minutes? I mean technically once I hit start it's 39 minutes and change, so you know. We need to take advantage of today and the next couple days being cooler to get all the moving stuff done. Love nature and walking, but it's 91 degrees, so no, staying in the AC. And then Kitty did write a kind of to-do list earlier, but it's for a roommate talk, so not for tonight. Excellent. Nothing you need to worry about. Then you can just chill and recover and be your best self. Sounds great. Happy Tuesday, guys. I still don't have setup info for my event Saturday. I know it's still a thing, the coordinator's been active, and I guess really we don't need it too far in advance, but we don't know exactly what times we're allowed to set up, and it starts at 4, so I can't really plan too much, even though I'm I would really only need maybe to get there by 2, maybe. I don't know. I don't like not knowing. Especially when the event next weekend, so not this coming, but the end of the month, they've got us maps, we've got load-in times, we've got instructions, and I'm love the preparedness. This one I'm just I just need to know. Just need to make sure everything is okay. Where am I on the map? Where am I on the map so I can promote it? Because if I don't get it till the day before, I will not be able to do that, and I won't want to do it. Oh, Phoenix loves nature walking, but it keeps trying to kill me, so there's that. Was it allergies? Is that the big thing? And suddenly a coyote jumped out. Kitty hopes or says there might be some baked goods in the future, but haven't decided what it shall be. And we did a May cookie, right? I think we did a May cookie, or was that April? Time has been flying by, so if it was April, I apologize, but cookies are solid. 15-20 minutes with prep, cookies. Eat them for me. Phoenix can't actually move anything around until after sprints. We'll need to unplug the computer. We need to get everything ready to move. I know, I love that the one gives you all the details. You read the Tinkerbell one? Yay! Or you're reading more of Tinkerbell. I need to That's is that the Enchantress series that like the Fairy Godmother was the first book, but they're not connected, and then it's Tinkerbell because that is on my to read list, but I still have 2 more indie books I want to finish before I'm allowed to read for fun. For funsies, I would like to read it, but I also will like do a Disney and draw when I get there. But let me know if you like it so far, and if you did read the Fairy Godmother one, if it stacks up. Because I did like Fairy Godmother. Phoenix would be stressed over the one that doesn't prepare me as much as possible. Pretty please, thank you, yes. That was April, so you were just so late that it was definitely May by the point I wrote down the recipe. So we need a May cookie. May cookie time. Okay, yay, that is the one. Perfect. That is on my reading list, so I hope you're liking it. Let me know, don't spoil me. Because, you know, I don't even read the summary when I go into it, but if it's at least matching the vibes of Fairy Godmother, that's good. That's what I want. Oh, during the day with the heat / UV, at night, not a great idea to walk nature. Yeah, not where you're at, no. Well, I guess not really many places, because also skunks. But, yeah, acknowledged. Maggie says we're already almost 140 days into 2026. It feels like it went January, February, March, April, May, and it's just continually picking up speed. Trying not to like let that overwhelm me in terms of goals. Hi, you got your monster. Do you want to show everybody your toy? Can I show them? Can I show them? This is her monster. He was from Costco. He's got the tough belly, bite force, whatever. And surprisingly, he has all of the bits he came with. Right? We're gonna get it. We're gonna go get it. Go get your monster. Get him. And squeaks. Or maybe not. No, you just got him. Good girl. Any ideas for May cookie flavors? Maybe not the best idea for a cookie flavor, but like peach. Do you have access to peach stuff right now? Because like we have a peach, it's like a peaches and cream shortbread ice cream, and I had like a spoon of it just now, so it's in my brain. Peach is in my brain. But if not, May flowers, so like a lavender, lilac. What other flowers do you use for baked goods? Something, maybe a flower? I don't know. I don't know if you like those or not. Lemon sour cream cookies with crushed lemon head sprinkles. Oh, you had me at lemon. You had me at lemon. I love lemon flavored stuff. I would love to see you draw Tinkerbell. Please, please do it. I read The Fairy Godmother. It was pretty good, but I think I'm going to like Tinkerbell better. Ooh, that's a good sign. That is a good sign. Phoenix was voting something chocolatey. Yes, love the monster. Oh, you don't have lemon head. Lemon heads are... they're not jawbreakers, but they're like at least my memory of a lemon head. It's been a minute. They're like little round hard candies. They're sour lemon, if I remember correctly. But I'm sure... whoosh! It's over by the fan! It's over by your bed. You gonna go get it? Where is it? Where'd it go? Where's your monster? Where did it go? You are a goldfish sometimes. Goldfish. All the ideas I have for cookies are like more fall flavors. Pumpkin. I have pumpkin I need to use up, so that's also something I need to do soonish. They always have so many cool toys for the puppers, but not so much for the kitties. Yeah, I don't really... I've seen like the cat towers, but like in Costco in particular, you really don't get cat toys or anything. Which is like, I'm sure somebody would love a 12-pack of those little catnip mice. That's Costco friendly. It's bulk. What else do they need? Ooh, lemon blueberry. Yes. Voting yes. Yes. Sounds amazing. Something I can pretend to look forward to and get my work done, even though I just have to go. We have to figure out what to do with that pumpkin. Yeah. We're gonna do something with that pumpkin. We gotta make sure the pumpkin is still good. That's part of it. I can't give it to you guys if it's not good. We don't need more poops. No more poops. Phoenix's kitty boy isn't interested in toys, mostly loves cardboard boxes. As many a cat do. They love the box that it comes in. Maggie needs a 50-pack of doggy tennis balls, but Costco doesn't have that either. True. I've not seen a big pack of tennis balls. Have I? I know I've seen golf balls. I don't know if I've seen, like, just general tennis balls, but you're right. But these two can just find a random tennis ball on a walk. We have more tennis, and the neighbor does, like, get them a ball here and there, so they are good on their ball supply. Elle's kitties don't love cardboard boxes. They are all about the toys and have the tallest cat tower ever with 3 caves for all 3 cats. Oh, they all have their little caves. She's a good kitty. I've never, I mean, when we had cats, they never really used like a cat tower. But the kittens that my parents have, they got them a big cat tower to go in front of their window. Every time I go over there, all the cats, boom, 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 are each like either cuddling together, which is adorable, or like on their own different levels. So for them, best purchase ever. They love that cat tower. Model Kitty does like cat trees, move stuff around all the time to make obstacle courses for him. You should just like connect a bunch of boxes to make a tunnel. When he gets the zoomies, he can just race. Agent Mayhem can bite a tennis ball in half when he gets bored. Yes, that's Atreyu's favorite pastime, is squish, squish, squish to break, so he'll like split the tennis balls. But then they keep them and they like to just like chew on them like gum, and it's like very therapeutic, I guess. I don't know what's on my forehead. It's definitely red. Can't tell if there's a bump or not, but it's like just itchy all of a sudden. Yeah. They have a lot of broken toys that they love, as long as they don't eat anything, which they don't anymore. What are you waiting for? I'm talking about you. Thank you for not eating your toys anymore. A quick story then before we jump into our first sprint. When Willow was puppy, like still 3-4 months old, we had a toy that was like a snack bag size of chips with a Velcro top, and it was a crinkly bag, but inside was 3 tortilla chip, like soft toys with a squeaker in it, right? Great for little dogs. I don't remember how we got it, because I'm like, these toys are too small for my big dogs. But Atreyu wouldn't eat them or anything. Like, he mostly liked the bag. This little girl, who's already doing stuff. We were laying on it was me and Atreyu were kind of like on the floor, and Willow went over out of my view for like half a second, and I knew she had the nachos, but I think I was like literally picking them up because they were too small, and we were like done playing, and I have 2 out of 3 of the chips, and I'm like, There's no way she ate that quickly, because I didn't like hear the squeak, I didn't hear the chewing, it was gone. So I searched the whole house, it's gone. Part of me in the back of my head is like, she ate it, but there was like no evidence, because she was still pooping fine, she was still eating, she was still drinking, like all the telltale signs of an obstruction, right? 3 days later, she's like on the edge of our bed, and she pukes it up, and it looks almost like a hairball. It's the frickin' tortilla toy, the soft toy, but it was compressed from being inside her, so it just looked like that. But it was the freaking toy. in her for 3 days, unharmed, both her and the toy. Um, and so we were kind of like shocked that it had came out, so we didn't react right away. And she went to like go eat it again, so we had to like snatch it and throw it out. But I'm telling you, that girl, you were a little bit of a handful. Yes, you was. Yes, you was. But you're the best girl. You still have moments where you steal shoes. Willow. You. I love you. I love you. You're a good girl. Yeah. 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 But that was my story. Willow was once called Ego. That was her shelter name. Ego was Willow's shelter name. Tundra's litter name was Peaches. And then Atreyu's litter name was Ranger. All considerably decent names. But yeah, that was the yeah, Mom, that's the tortilla story. She had that little toy and she had it in her tummy for 3 days. So that was freak out mom moments. I'm gonna just check up with the chat. Oh no, Maggie's got several new barn cats. Neighbors' renters moved out and left their cats. Oh no. There are 5. I've definitely seen 3 different ones. Ooh, so like, that's frustrating because, like, you want them to be okay and you don't want to just take them to a shelter, but, like, you can't just take care of 3 to 5 more cats. That's a lot. You were correct. It was probably in one of my videos that I mentioned it, but yeah, Tundra was, Atreyu's first little sister, but she had a degenerative brain disease, so we did lose her 3 years ago now. We're not going to get into it because it still makes me sad, and I don't want to make you guys sad. So we love her. She's in a better place, but yeah, Tundra was a good. She was a messy and a smelly girl because she rolled in stuff, but she was a good girl. Kitty doesn't have any pets and wouldn't be able to take care of them, but do love sitting outside cuddling with the neighborhood cats. Beautiful. Oh my god. Agent Bunny Chaos cannot be trusted not to eat the cat toys. She will even eat the poof balls I get from the craft store. Why? But why? Yes, it did freak me out a lot, Phoenix. And thankfully nobody was harmed, but I was like, watching all the signs, and I'm like, she's acting too normal. How could we have just lost this toy? Because I tore the room apart, like deep clean to try to find it, and it was inside her. It was inside her. Once we took Mayhem for a stomach x-ray because he broke a bowl of ice cream and was sitting and was eating it when the child caught him, and there was a piece of the bowl. Uh-oh. Yeah, that you don't want tearing them up on the inside. Kitty's like, that's one of the reasons no pets for me. I have too much anxiety as it is without anyone eating plush toys. Yeah, so we've learned. We've learned. Maggie's Middle's also getting a gold tag with the rep name $600 on her for her Frenchie because he ate her hubby's game controller. Okay. Ate her hubby's game controller and swallowed a paddle and a knob off it. Yeah. And the controllers are not too cheap. But that's also like, ooh, you don't want that in. Especially a Frenchie, like that's a small dog, and those are like good sized pieces. Poor baby. The anxiety part of pets is sometimes a lot. It's a lot often. But, you know, we signed up for it. We signed up for it. And then when they're sleeping, we take 20,000 pictures of them. It's great. The x-rays showed them moving through his intestines twice in 1 week before he pooped them out. Okay, so he did process them. Good. I'm glad it didn't have any sharp edges, but the x-rays were $600, hence the new name. Okay, gotcha. I was like, the controllers are probably like 60 to 100, but yeah, the x-rays would be costly. They need to stop making those food toys look so real. I mean, it was like real tortilla chip size, which is why I was surprised that Atreyu didn't eat it, because he likes tortilla chips. I will confess he has gotten his fair share of plain tortilla chips. But I was like, ooh boy, you can't have these. I don't trust you. And then it was her that ate it, who's never seen a chip in her life. All that to say, both puppies are healthy. Atreyu's not desk dog because it is warm up here. He's probably downstairs in front of the fan, to be honest. So, healthy, happy pups. Healthy, happy friends. Everybody's feeling good. Did we hydrate? Make sure you hydrate. And we're going to do our first sprint. It's so warm up here. Like, my back is just sweating. Ugh. They need to make, like, cooling chair. Ooh. I do have a cool blanket. I could try to grab maybe next time. It's in the laundry. I'll put, like, a cooling blanket on the chair and see if that helps, but we'll do that next time. So yes, we need to jump into our first sprint. All we're ready. All the love for all the pups and pets. Absolutely hydrate or dehydrate. The queen has, well, I'm not the queen. I'm speaking for the queen. Iris, the queen of hydration. But yes, get your hydration on and either get comfy, get productive, but get ready because we're doing a sprint. In 3, 2, 1, go! Actually, we're going over here. Oh, sorry, forgot to mute. We are back from the sprint. How'd y'all do? I remembered to unmute, so I'll take that as a victory. I did finish the line art for that page, and then I started working on the blacks, so I'm just gonna go with that, and then maybe get to the duck run thing later, but I'm gonna take the Kurokenshin mojo while I got it, so. And what I mean by working on the blacks, like the black tones, the black, it's all black and white, so I'm just doing the large black sections versus the gray tones. Pretty straightforward. I see Moto Kitty wanted to comment. Oh, hi Moto. What you doing? But there we go. I forgot to switch this over before the sprint, and I didn't want to like mess up the timer by doing it, so we're just over here looking at it. Essentially, we have like basic line art, right? Everything's drawn, but I'm gonna be adding in where stuff is black and discovering there's a white line on there. What that? What? We'll investigate that later, but eventually it will just be like clean black and white before I do any of the grays, like the hair, the clothing, which are usually gray, or, well, depends on the character really, but just doing straight black and white to get the pages to the next level of completion / towards completion. And we're going to do that to hopefully every page that I have line art done for, which will be about 22 more pages. Or actually, no, I did a couple, so around 20. Around 20 pages I need to add the blacks onto. It should be relatively quick. It's usually a quicker process that really makes the page come alive and inspires me to like finish it. So that's the approach. We're gonna do that in the upcoming sprints. Kitty was very successful spending the sprint relaxing on the couch, starting off strong with self-care. Phoenix is telling themselves they're conserving energy for later to move stuff. That's fair. That's totally fair. I'm going to... Will this mess up while I'm editing it? And there is a way, because I have this little timer on this screen, but it's only 30 minutes, and I can't remember how I fixed it, or like how I created it, because it's not the normal. I wonder if I can I start it at 00 40 00. I'm just curious if that will actually, nope, that didn't do it. Huh. So that's gonna go, but I'm gonna play with it while I'm with you guys. So do not sprint yet, unless you really want to go do something or you really want to chill. I'm just trying to see. I guess honestly I can just take that out. Watch me use Big Girl Brain. Yes. And what I'm gonna do is add that. But it's so big, but I think, oh, look, Big Girl Brain. Hey, beautiful. Right about there should be fine. Cool. All right, we'll be able to use that so we can have 40 minutes now instead of the 30. Doesn't mean I can change the numbers as easy, but at least, oh, I can take the list away. At least I will be able to do 40 minutes while we're doing the drawing bit. Yes, doing the stuff that keep you motivated is always a really good idea, especially in a very large project. Yes, we're trying to persevere and make some good progress over the next couple weeks. That way when I move it down, I already have like the ball rolling, so it won't have to be set up in the dining room so long, because it does take, like, it would take a good chunk of space. We won't be able to use the dining table. So, the things you have to do to get work done. Things you have to do. But in my head, it'll work. I'm the one who can make it work, though. That's fair. In other news, at the beginning of that sprint, I could hear a Trey chirping downstairs, and usually that means, like, he has to go to the bathroom. Because he would only really chirp like that if he's, like, waiting at the door, ready to go. This boy is on the couch, still comfy as all can be. So I'm like, oh, buddy, do you have to go out? OUTSID. And he gets up, and he, like, takes a few paces. Willow goes straight to the door, so I let her out. And I'm like, buddy, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Like, you gotta get there. You gotta do the thing, because we're on a sprint. I'm trying to get work done. He thinks he could try to convince me to go on a third W. Granted, the first two we did like one at 7-ish and one at noon, because it's gonna rain. It's mixed weather right now. Like, it might rain again, it might not. If it cools off, they might get the third after stream. But this boy trying to manipulate my feelings and get me to take him. Meanwhile, she's sleepy. She's sleepy girl. So, I don't know where I'm gonna go with my puppets. They're so needy and they're so cute. Phoenix wants a snickety snack, but I don't think I really have anything on hand. Oh. Ooh, Elle's munching on walnuts. Read the prologue before this and 2 chapters on the first sprint. Nice. Phoenix has been switching to smaller sorting, like with like projects when overwhelmed by the overarching project. Of course he's trying to, of course, like, the boy can do it anytime. Like, even, he'll come inside and you could say, do you want to go? And he'll turn around and want to go. But he also doesn't internalize the heat, because he's got a double coat. He's already big man. And when it's straight heat, especially like the sun is out, he's baking like a potato. He's walking slow. I mean, he's getting a little older, but he's walking slow, which is nice, because he walks really well. He'll walk at my side, whereas Willow's just like, wing. But then, like, halfway through the walk, he'll want to stop and lay down, and I'm like, buddy, we have to get home. So I'm trying to get him to be like, hey, it's cooler out, let's go. Let's not go when the heat is the highest. But speaking of snacks, I didn't do this on the pop-up sprint, and I'm not going to have 2, we're not going to do that, but we are going to check out our Stringly pandas. So I think, just because I also do want a snack, I think we just might look at them all first, and then we'll do the next sprint. Kitty also got a snack. Let's see if we can identify these pandas. Number 1, starting off, visible enough, I can tell it's a cheerleading panda. You can see she's got a little pom-pom there, but her face is taking a hit. It's got hit hard. Little tray. Put you on the little tray there. And who else do we have? We have Surfing Panda, probably the most clearly, like, the glare's cutting off a little. There we go. If I cover the glare, you can see he's on a surfboard. Like, he does have, I don't know why they put the chocolate in the front on the design, but he is clearly on a surfboard, and that's like the best printed panda we may have seen this whole experiment. Phoenix is hoping for the rain, got a 19% chance of rain later. I hope we get more rain. It comes and it goes like whoosh, and then it stops like really quick. Where did I get those? Are they good? The big box here was from Costco. So sometimes they have it, but they have smaller packs or like cups of them at like the Asian Mart as well. I think they're good. It's a very lightly sweet biscuit, and there's not a lot of chocolate in there, but it's enough for like the chocolate creaminess without it being like super super sweet. So I do like them. I have found that now that we have an Asian market nearby, if I want like a dessert run or snacks, I know which ones I want to get from there because they have less sugar, but they're still like a really good flavor. And just normal, like I hate milk chocolate. Maybe hate is a strong word. I try not to go crazy, but I do not like the abundance of chocolate candy that's just milk chocolate. I like a dark chocolate, but I also like a biscuit. This one, should have kept the box close. Don't know which one this is. Alright, Kitty figured out some more options of stuff to do. Whoop, 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 it jumped. Do some sewing on the chemise, have a puzzle start on the table, or could bake something. I vote baking or puzzle, or both. You could kind of do both. Can't see the first one, but the next one he is clearly printed. I know, that was the best panda we've had yet. This one, I mean, he got shot in the stomach, so like, and my camera doesn't even do it justice. But based on his legs, he's playing football. So trust me, it's football panda. All I can really tell from that is the legs, and I went off because they, at least from the picture, I can like see pieces and find it. We're gonna have to think of a different, like, are there snacks? Oh god, that's nothing. Like, it's all smudged. It was possibly rollerblading. Is that an option? No, it's gotta be rollerblading. He's got 2 feet with wheels on him. Huh? Am I blind? Are you not even on the list? Huh. There's only one side. What the hey? Could you be ice skating? Or hockey? Oh, there's skating, sorry. I was looking for an R. It's skating. But yeah, I don't know if there's any other snacky things that have like printed stuff. Like animal crackers. Maybe. I mean, I guess we don't have to necessarily try to see the snack. This is also a terrible one. I can only really see the volleyball. That is like not in focus at all. I'm sorry. This was a bad idea. You can see the volleyball a little bit. Trust me. And then his other foot exploded. Ah! We thought this would be just a fun little thing to do together, and it's so... Skiing. Definitely skiing. This one's decent. I'm gonna try to get the like glare off of it. You can see his face. Maybe that's a better angle. But you can see he's got like the sticks and his little skis. That one's pretty decent. Very clear lines. Just not like super like the surfing one. And this one, this is another, like, how many volleyballs am I gonna get? Are you serious? Volleyball. Yep, volleyball. And this one's just volleyball again. So you can see actually what it's supposed to look like more or less with the giant hole in his face. So that's our pandas for this stream. We had two decently visible ones and sad pandas after that. Of course they have sugar, Mom. Come on. It's got chocolate. It's got 6 grams of sugar, if you must know. Yeah, but like Elle said, they're little like cookie-ish biscuits, shortbready, with chocolate on the inside. Rami's had them. My brother's had them. You know the pandas. Maybe not. He probably does eat them all by himself, but. Alrighty. Maggie's hubby just called, told me to cover the plants. We aren't supposed to get snow, but the chance is creeping up, so I will be spending the next break dragging my plant protection totes out of the barn. Snow? That's no fun. That's no fun at all. Could see the pom-poms. Maggie also doesn't like milk chocolate unless it's cocoa. I want my dark chocolate. I want my chocolate bitter and dark like my soul. Good luck covering the plants. I know how stressful late frost can be. Lots of plants have been lost around here lately. We had a random night drop down to the 20s unexpectedly, surrounded by over 80 days. What is your weather doing? It's so dramatic. It's so dramatic. Why does the weather have to be so mean? It's Colorado. I should never plant anything until June 1st, but perennials all grew in early this year because we had such a mild winter and spring. That one looks like pooping. I'm gonna assume it's this one because of the giant brown turd on the bottom there. So we're gonna eat it. Not figured out growing anything here in the New Mexico Highland Plains. Kitty has an apricot tree that always thinks blooming in February is a good idea, and then all the blooms freeze, but it's still winter. I don't know why they put the holes on the printed side, because some of them are on the back. So it's probably just because it goes down a machine and they flip over and it just pops them. But yeah, it's kind of sad when it's on the picture because it ruins it. Well, it's my one snack for the stream, Mom. Otherwise, yes, I'm trying not to have, like, sugar and treats and sweets. I live vicariously through Kitty making cookies. But I do get to have my stream snack. It keeps me going for the next sprint, which we will start here in a moment. But hydrate if you guys haven't. There's always a slight chance of snow tonight. If it does rain, it decides to be colder again. Boo. I don't want it to get cold. I just want the room to not be hot. So. Yes, I know you knew those pandas. I knew you knew them. But, yeah. I have one of these per stream while I have the box. And maybe the next snack will be more savory and less than 6 grams of sugar. It's not a huge deal. It's once a thing. But always happy to be of service. Yes, we need your we need your cookies. Especially if that means eating cookies. Yes. Everybody will get hungry because of Kitty's cookies. Oh my gosh, now I got crumbs all over my mat. No. Okay. I think we are ready for our second sprint. We need to switch to this one. So I can add the blacks into the line art. And then, yeah, then we'll come back and see how far we've made it. We're gonna pretend we didn't see some inconsistencies because we don't have time to go back, and we don't have time. We'll fix it along the way. Elle was saying fall weather is her favorite, but unfortunately they hardly had any autumn last year in Maryland. And Phoenix likes to pretend they get to eat along with everyone who has yummy food. Right? If we don't talk about food or like fur babies in a stream, it's not a full stream yet. You have to check those two things off. So we also have to sprint. We do have to do that. I'm going to pop the sprint. Oh wait, did I put the timer over it? I might have, so I might have to shift things. But let's get it going for the next sprint in 3, 2, 1, go! We are back from sprint number 2. Just pausing. Do I have... Is it enough? Probably. Okay. Not a ton of black to add on the pages just yet. There's typically 2 rounds of where I add the black. One of them being just the base, like I know this is a black bodysuit, whatever, black hair. The other is when I go and do shadows or like backgrounds. So just giving myself a chance to feel a little bit more productive. Oop, the sketch layer's still on. And fill in some black here and there to give it a little bit more definition. And I think, what do we got? This is page 161. So 11 pages left. 11 pages left to finish the blacks for the liner art that I do have done. So that's good. We're going to keep working on that. I'm out of water. Got itty bitty bits left. It was like a blackberry citrus water flavor. It's all gone though. Yeah, weather's the other thing that we definitely talk about here a lot because we're all in such different places. It's always so different. It's always different. Maggie was glad she covered the plants because the temp has dropped several degrees in the last few minutes. Need a warm bath now. Yes, go take a warm bath, get cozy, get comfy, wash the day away. Or wash all the stress and the tension out. Next had a dark chocolate sea salt caramel as a snack. Yummy. Yum, yum, yummy. It's officially got dark out. So, nothing to see there. Ooh. I don't know why I really opened it earlier when I wasn't watching the rain because I was working. So, hi. You hear me talking and you think we're done? We're not done. We're not quite done yet. We've got one more sprint. We've got one more, Bubba. You can lay here in the front of the fan and feel cool. I know you want me to probably go downstairs where it's much cooler and you can lay wherever you want. Yeah. Trey's here for those who didn't get to see him earlier. Phoenix also getting ready to run out for a bit after sprints to get some errands taken care of, maybe grab a pizza, and then the Mab will come back here to help get stuff done. Cool. Maggie's poultry is put away and the heaters are on in the barn because it's gonna get cold over there. I know we're having maybe a 20-degree drop, but nothing that is too crazy to my knowledge. Hi. Are you best boy? Are you my best boy? What's going on? If it's not you, it's your sister coming over here to try to get me out of this chair, huh? Silly babies. He just wanted to make sure we could admire his handsome face. Yes, absolutely. You are such a ham. Yes, you is. Also, Elle was just saying, I draw so quickly. Is this for fun or a new book? When did you get into manga? While you were in Japan, or were you an art teacher? So, story time. I, like many people, have drawn since I was a little kid. I probably should do this without the... I gotta pet my dog, but... So yeah, all through childhood, drawing mostly animals. I can remember exactly how I drew a lion. It was like a lion, a giraffe, and a horse were the things that I always drew. And then, 4th or 5th grade, we had some new students come in, and the boy that was in my class was not only very smart, so we were like competitive in our grades, but he was also very, very good at drawing. He was better than me. So he was my rival. I think that sparked I want to get better at drawing. Because a couple years later, when I was homeschooled, I had a lot more time on my hands, so I used a lot of how to draw books, especially how to draw manga, since I was into watching it. Started with like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu Yu Hakusho, Inuyasha. So at the same time during those homeschooling days, which was fantastic. If your kid is self-motivated to a certain point, I would recommend. But I got into both writing and drawing. I was not yet making my own comics. I was separate entities. We had writing. We were writing a fantasy series that you guys will not see. You'll see elements of it that I've kept for other things, but we were writing, and then we were just drawing all the random things. Still drawing a lot of animals, but now drawing more like manga characters for practice. I do need to do like a video of going through like my old sketches. I think that would be fun, because it's a huge change. Fast forward to freshman year, spring semester. I was in study hall and I was drawing in my sketchbook, and the teacher of said study hall said, "Hey, why don't you make your own comic?" And I said, "Challenge accepted." And so that summer between freshman and sophomore year, I actually started on Kuro Kenshin, which I think it was the first version of it at that point, because I did restart it because my drawing got a little bit better. But the pages that I'm working on now, L, are finally the ending of that story that I started in freshman, sophomore year of high school. 20 years ago. 20 long years ago. So for 8 years straight, from that point, I drew comics. I drew my own manga series. I have Kuro Kenshin Rebirth with a Cherry on Top is another series, and I did like a couple standalones. But I did not like write any novels at that point, because my little self, who could not take criticism, had showed my English teacher that novel that I was working on. And mind you, his feedback, so innocent, not even like getting into it, but he just said, "You use a lot of ellipses," which is the ... And my little 13-year-old heart couldn't take it, I guess. So I stopped writing, really, and I focused on drawing. I wrote here and there for like novel projects. I actually did like a novel class, and we wrote a novel, another one that will never see the light of day. But yeah, I was pretty much focused on doing manga the whole time. This is all before I've been to Japan, but because I thought that's what I wanted to do. Like, I know I wanted to keep drawing my stuff. I didn't necessarily think of it as a career, but when I went into university, the university that I chose had a Japanese minor, and I wanted to take the language. I didn't actually want to go to college. I wanted to take a year off, or I kind of just wanted to do my own thing, but I went to college, and the professor of the Japanese courses was like, "Oh, I could get you a job in Japan." I can tell you right now, I wasn't necessarily looking for a job in Japan, but I thought, well, I guess this is what you do. So took the language courses, and I was able to do a year-long study abroad for essentially my final year of college, because I got my art major done. I got almost all of the credits for the Japanese minor done, but the study abroad was going to cinch that, right? So I was able to do the study abroad because I was still a student, even though I finished my major courses. Did that, fell in love with it, living over there, first time on my own, all that jazz. and my lifestyle was changing. I got into dance more. And just like, again, it was a different life than what I was used to, and I was actually gravitating away from art and manga. So while I was there, I finished Kuro Kenshin for the first time. I say that because it was a rush job. It was more to get the final book at the time done. Why are we working on this 20 years later? Because I realized that ending was rushed, and I'm redeeming it and finishing it properly, which unfortunately means adding 200 pages. So yes, while I was in Japan, honestly, like, I would watch some anime here and there, but I was more into the dance culture and just like living my life. Towards the end of that time, though, I did pick up writing again, and I wanted to actually come back to school and go into nursing. That's a whole story that obviously I did not pursue in the end, but it brought me back to the States. And then while going through all that and meeting my man, just really, really got into writing, like hardcore, wrote my novel series, and then in the process of publishing and printing that, sort of rediscovered my own manga stuff that I was like, oh, that doesn't feel finished, and I want to get back into drawing, so I'll use the projects to revive that. And here we are, 2026, trying to finish the actual final volume of Kuro Kenshin, so I can be free of it. Like, I still enjoy it. I love the story. It's my baby project, but it's been 20 years, so we're ready to move on to the new things, but we're finishing it properly and still trying to write stuff. So it's a lot, but that's my little art career in a nutshell. I think that covers all the big parts, but let me know if you have questions. I missed the chat here, the couple little things. Yes. Maggie was saying the warm hens need eggs all year round. Kitty got her cookie dough chilling in the fridge. Oh. Team Big Handsome Boy. Yes, you is Big Handsome Boy. He's just happy as a clam to sit right there and get all the pets. So happy. Phoenix misses living with the feathered friends. Chickens, geese, emus, peacocks. Turkeys were my feathered friends for a while. What kind of cookie did we decide? Phoenix would love to see a video of my drawing evolving. I think that would be a fun video to do. I should do that this summer. While I'm moving everything, I can pull out my old sketchbook pages, and we can do an actual story time for the record. For the record, this is where I started and this is where I am now. So keep drawing, kids. Keep drawing. Kitty said it's not going to be maize cookie, but did butter biscuits with chocolate chunks and walnuts because that's what I had. But we love a chocolate chunk. We do love a chocolate chunk. Like, that's probably the one thing where I don't really care if it's milk chocolate. Usually it's like somewhere between milk and dark, but a chunk, it's much better than a chip. It's much better. Love hearing about little Hala growing into now Hala. That was fun. Love the story, so this is so special to you. Sorry if you had to repeat anything. I made Old Bay sausages that came back a little late to YouTube in general. All good, all good. I am here. I mean, it's story time, and you're new here, so like I don't even know if I've done that full story for the chat in general, but yeah, getting all the Hala lore today. It must be in the air. Something about this heat melting off all my past. Love learning people's lore. Happy there was chocolate involved. Yes, mixed dark chocolate and some fancy milk chocolate. Very nice. Very nice. I sensed there was dark chocolate in there. But yeah, so as much as I gripe about having to work on Kuro Kenshin, it's more so because of the workload. Because when I was in my prime, it was what I did. So like coming in, you know, getting home from school, I'm sure I did homework at some point, but I can only remember going into my room, working on my pages, and getting like, at least trying to get 2 pages or so done a day. So I was bopping them out at like 3 to 4 hours per page. And now as an adult, I'm like, I ain't got 3 to 4 hours per page. This is why I like writing, because it's a little bit faster. Even though there's like multiple rounds of edits, it's still, it doesn't, the time zap isn't quite the same, and I just don't have that time like I used to. So like, I want to do new stuff, but I also want to finish it right and make it awesome for the few people who are reading it and may discover it and love it as well, like I do. So, Phoenix has heard most of the pieces, but never the chronological story too. We were like, let's go back in time to the elementary days. Elle was saying, I folded those old brown pieces of paper in elementary school in half and sketched a picture on the front and wrote a short story on the inside. Sold them for $0.25 in homeroom. Oh, that's so cute. Your first little book. Or like, maybe it like, was it like a comic or just like a picture with I mean, like, it's basically a little book. It was folded. So your first little story. That's so cool. That's so cool. It took me a long time to feel comfortable selling my stuff. I think I did start doing conventions out of high school. So I was like 17-ish. But my mom was a huge, still is a huge supporter. But she was the one who really was there with me, like at every convention. Paid for the stuff. I acknowledge that, Mom. I appreciate you. This is why I try to do things for you. Let me buy you things. So yeah, couldn't have done this without my mom, and definitely that study hall teacher, which became my advisor and is sort of a friend that I get to see once in a while, in a like old teacher friend kind of way. But yeah, it was good times. It was good times. I know, but I actually have to do the sprint now. What happens if I give you the same face back? Huh? Huh? What? You gonna lay down? You should lay down. Yeah, you should. No, lay down. Bubba, one more sprint. One more sprint, and I promise. I will pinky promise you I will take you after the sprint. Okay? Yeah, pinky promise. Pinky promise we will go after the stream. So I won't do a long Midwestern goodbye tonight because we're streaming again tomorrow, guys, just in case you forgot. You guys saw me. I pinky promised my dog to take him out. So we're gonna do that. But we have to sprint. We have to sprint so we can finish, okay? Is that okay? Can we do it? You're gonna lay down? I think you should lay down for a bit. Here, lay down. Just lay down for a little bit. It'll be fine. Yeah. There's a good boy. Yeah. See, it's much cooler on this side of the desk. You can feel the fan. You little goober. Yes, you're a goober. Sometimes you're a goober. Yes, you wish. All right. Sprint. Please don't scratch my leg. Sprint, and then I will do the thing. So let's get into it. I'm going to check you guys in the chat real briefly so we can start the sprint. Just make sure I got everything. I think I just made myself sound so old. No, you're fine. I think we're all decently close in age. Like we all get it. School wasn't that different between our generations, I don't think. One was a Peter Cottontail. I love Peter. I love Peter Rabbit. Didn't think of that making you sound old till you mentioned that. So, I guess Elle stopped for a while in high school because she married her high school sweetheart and started having kids at 19. Wow, you guys met. Your guys' destinies crossed real early. My husband and I graduated the same year in our like, in this, like, we are both from here. This is our hometown. So, aside from me not being a social person, We could have crossed paths. We could have at some of the soccer games or something. Like we could have. Well, we didn't cross paths until way after I got my adventure. So it worked out. It worked out. I always wonder what would have happened if we met younger, but probably I don't know. I think I had to go through stuff to be me, to know he's the person that I wanted. That's a whole different. That's not even. We don't have to go down that road. It's fine. I get awkward about like that private stuff. I'm just like la la la. Maggie knows she needs to start selling stuff at conventions and fairs and stuff. That was the plan for this summer, but then Biomom went terminal, and that is now on the things to do next year. Well, I definitely hope you get the chance. Bubby, don't grow at me. Yes, I said we're gonna start the sprint. I know. I'm sorry. I hope that if she's going through the treatment, that is going well for both of you, because I know it's harder. It can be hard, just as hard on the family to watch someone go through that. So I do hope you are taking care of yourself as well, and you get the opportunities to go to sell your stuff soon. Make sure the Midwestern goodbye isn't too long. I know. It's all good. 40s is the new 30s. Maggie says 56 over here. 56 going on 86. Gen X body feels older than it is. I feel older too. It's fine. Felix got married 19 years ago today and divorced him 10 years later. We divorced when I was 38, but engaged to my soulmate now. Aww. Well, goes well. You know, sometimes it isn't the first one. I don't know. I feel like that is a whole other realm that I like. If people are in a good spot, awesome. I can't wrap my head around it because I'm not a very like romantic person. I just know I like this guy a lot. We're getting into it now. It's getting awkward. We're getting awkward. We need a sprint. But yeah, we good. And if you guys are good, then you guys are good. But yay. Best gift ever the day after my 40th birthday. Well, congrats. Congrats on that. Congrats to freedom and finding yourself. I know. Don't scratch the leg, buddy. Your claws are bear claws. Yes, we're sending you all the hugs, Maggie. We'll think of you. I know you had a rough time recently around your book release, so I didn't want to pry, but thank you for at least letting us know so we can kind of like keep you in our thoughts. Okay, yes, it is time to sprint. Thank you. I was looking for... This is what I gotta switch to. Perfect. This is the final sprint, guys. Final sprint in 3, 2, 1, go! Go now! Do 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 do. Okay, we're back. I don't know what I did to my screen. I don't know why that is that. Maybe... Yes, please save. So I did not get through all the pages. I have 5 left, which is still good. Good progress. Where am I? What screen am I on? Hello. Hello. Very good progress for today. My bum hurts. I've been in this chair too long. Like I said, I started like 2 hours before stream, so this is the longest stint I've been up here because I, again, tried to like walk earlier before the rain, so I didn't get my usual break right before stream, and now my butt hurts. It hurts. But I will take the doggies. Atreyu! Bubba, do you still want to go? We'll see. We'll see if they come back. I know Maggie headed out for the night. Good night, Maggie. I think that's a Willow. Is that a Willow or is that my boy? That's my boy. Hi. Where's your sister? Where's Willow? Willow, were you in bed? Yes. So the sprint is over, Bubba. Oh, you got your Bobo. So we're not going to drag out the wrap up tonight because, yes, celebrate. We're not going to drag it out. And can I have a second? Are you going to squeak? She's probably going to squeak it. We will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is a writing Wednesday, so I will be working on my novel a little bit. I'll probably still do some Kuro Kenshin because I want to just like try to do a little bit every day and make progress. But we'll see how we feel. We might just write. Either way, we're making progress. But that will be tomorrow at the usual time, 7 p.m. Eastern. Thank you guys for hanging out. Yes, you got to see them both for bye-byes. Yes, my good little patient puppies are so patient, so good. Have a good night, Phoenix, as well. I know you got a lot of stuff to be productive yet, so good luck with all that. We'll hear about it tomorrow. Kitty's got some reading in and now getting a headache, so they can go to sleep. Absolutely. Take care of yourself. Get some, maybe like a hot pad or something. I don't know what'll make you feel better. Take some water before you go to bed. Maybe that'll help. Elle read 4 chapters, cooked, cleaned, and created some notes for the book review. All in all, great to-do list Tuesday. Good night, everybody. Yes, good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Puppies, we're going on a night walk. We're gonna go on a night walk. Okay, just stares so lovingly into my eyes. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.